The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren County Warriors Boys Basketball is coming your way on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel and on today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of the Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
Alrighty, that wasn't too long. Right back with you from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here at Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua, Iowa. For boys, high school varsity basketball action for you in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Danville Bears in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. And this is the boys edition of the pregame show. Brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior pride countywide. The school district sponsors the pregame show and all the Warrior-made three-pointers tonight. All the quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, in each game brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. The boys' postgame show will be brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. Coaches and players interviews throughout the course of the year. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Member FDIC. The halftime show and stats. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. Conference standings, which we'll get into here in the pregame stats in a little bit, brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. They've got the conference standings. The game recap brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. My quarter recaps brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Tonight's opening tip brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Warrior Fast Break Points brought to you by the Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. Warrior Timeouts tonight brought to you by Wasco Hardware. Check out their showroom floor in downtown Keosauqua. And the pregame stats, which we're going to get into right now, brought to you by Tugboat Transportation, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. All right, here we go on the boys pregame show. Let's start with a breakdown of both teams. And we'll begin with the Danville Bears. Their head coaches are Michael and Stephen Sukup. Next action for Danville is tomorrow, Saturday, January 24th at West Central over in Illinois. A 6 p.m. tip there for the boys. They are the Danville Bears in boys high school varsity basketball. Their overall record into tonight's action is 7-8 on the year. They're 5-3 at home, 2-5 on the road, have yet to play a neutral site game. They compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Danville is 3-8 in the last 5. They are 1-4. Danville's wins this year have come over Holy Trinity Catholic, Wapello, Van Buren County, Clark County, Missouri, English Valleys, New London, and Durant, while their losses have come twice to Mediapolis, twice to Central Lee, twice to West Burlington, Burlington Notre Dame, and Holy Trinity Catholic, who they split with. Last time out for Danville was Tuesday, January 20th, earlier this week, a 49-40 loss at home to the West Burlington Falcons. Let's take a look at some leading players for the Danville Bears this season. In the scoring department, Connor Hewlett leads them at 11.5 a game. Leighton Rice at 10.8. Dylan Mason, 7.5 points per game. Leading rebounders for Danville, Alex Holtkamp, 5.0. Connor Hewlett, 4.0. Leighton Rice, 3.9 rebounds per game. Assist leaders for the Bears, Leighton Rice at 5.6. That's a nice total there. Dylan Mason, nice average, I should say. Dylan Mason, 1.7. Hewlett and Trevor Yaley, 1.1 assists per game for the Bears. Steals leaders for Danville, Leighton Rice at 1.7, Dylan Mason at 1.4, Caden Kerr at 1 steal per game. The Danville boys averaging 50.3 points a game. They give up 55.2. That's a negative 4.9 on the differential. They shoot 41.6% from the floor, 31.9% from three-point range, and 59.3% from the free throw line. Danville got a 40-point, 68-28 win over in Danville early this season, and they lead the series 27-7 going all the way back to 2008. 8. 7.5 minutes on the clock. We got time for a 3-minute break here in the boys pregame show. We'll break down the Warriors when we come back. Back with you in 3 minutes. You're tuned in to Warrior Boys Basketball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and our Board of Education has been engaged in important work for our district, and we're looking forward to unveiling our roadmap to Van Buren County facilities sometime this winter. We've been developing goals and a strategic plan for facility improvements that will help us maximize our current educational centers while helping us continue to be efficient with our resources and ensure that our students and staff have a great place to learn and work. The Board of Education has had several work sessions over the past year, and we are so thankful for their dedication to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
Tiffany here. Craving something delicious? Try the Dowd's Quick Stop Pizza of the Month. Feed the family with a large taco pizza for just $18.99. Need a cozy winter meal? Medium one-topping pizza for $10, or warm up with a chicken strip or wing basket with fries for just $10.50. Fresh bakery items baked daily and everything from our open-air cooler. Dowd's Quick Stop, where fresh meets convenience. Follow us on Facebook for more great deals. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's, your quick stop for everything delicious.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and our Board of Education has been engaged in important work for our district, and we're looking forward to unveiling our roadmap to Van Buren County facilities sometime this winter. We've been developing goals and a strategic plan for facility improvements that will help us maximize our current educational centers while helping us continue to be efficient with our resources and ensure that our students and staff have a great place to learn and work. The Board of Education has had several work sessions over the past year, and we are so thankful for their dedication to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here in the boys' edition of the pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, county-wide. Remember, we still have the halftime, or at the halftime of the boys' game, we still got the Hall of Fame inductions that are happening tonight. We've made it through girls and boys senior night so far, getting set for tip-off of the boys' game. Let's continue the pregame show here with a breakdown of the Van Buren County Warriors. On the boys' side of things, the head coach is Nathan Shulman, assisted by Bryson Starnes and Andrew Lowry. Our next action is next Friday, January 30th at Central Lee at 7:30 p.m. tip-off there for the boys. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in boys high school varsity basketball. Their overall record into tonight is 5-12 on the season. 1-6 at home, 4-6 on the road. They have yet to play a neutral site game. They compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Warriors is 1-11. In the last 5, they are 2-3. Warrior wins this year have come over New London, Cardinal, Fairfield, Davis County, and Columbus. Their losses have come twice to Burlington Notre Dame, Centerville, twice to West Burlington, twice to Minneapolis, twice to Holy Trinity Catholic. They've also lost to Danville the first time around centrally, and they split with New London. Last time out for the Warrior boys was Tuesday, January 20th of this week, a 72-43 loss over in Fort Madison to Holy Trinity Catholic High School. Let's take a look at some leading players for the Warriors. I should mention the pregame stats are brought to you by Tugboat Transportation, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Leading players for the Warrior boys this year in the scoring department: Will Coral, 11.7 a game for him. Kinnick Millard at 8.7, Jace Duncan at 8.5 points per game. The leading rebounders for Van Buren County: Kinnick Millard at 5.6, Lincoln Bainbridge at 4.9, Jace Duncan at 4.4 rebounds per game. Assist leaders: Will Coral, 2.5, Brandon Taylor and Landry Leffler, 1.5 assists per game. Steals leaders: Jace Duncan at 1.4, Brandon Taylor 0.9, Kinnick Millard at 0.8 steals per game. The Warrior boys averaging 49.8 points a game. They give up 68.5 and negative 18.7 on the difference. They shoot 37.4% from the floor, 31.3% from three-point range, and 56.3% from the charity stripe. Danville won it 68-28. That was right before the holiday break over in Danville earlier this season, and Danville leads the series 27-7. That's going all the way back to 2008. Let's take a look at the conference standings brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. In the Southeast Iowa Super Conference North Division for the boys: Hillcrest Academy 13-1, 12-0. Winfield Mountain Union 10-5, 10-2. Pekin is 13-3, 9-3. Waco is 8-7, 8-3. Columbus is 7-6, 6-5. Wapello 3-12, 3-9. Highland 2-12, 2-9. Lone Tree 4-12, 2-11. And Louisa Muscatine 2-13, 1-11. It's the overall record followed by the conference record. In the South Division of the Super Conference, where both these teams call home, Burlington Notre Dame highly ranked in 1A in the top 5, maybe number 3. They're 16-0, 11-0. Central Lee 11-3, 8-3. Mediapolis 9-5, 8-3. West Burlington 9-6, 7-5. Holy Trinity Catholic 9-5, 6-5. Danville 7-8, 3-8. New London 2-13, 1-10, and Van Buren County 5-12, 1-11. Excuse me, that's the overall record, followed by the conference record. All right, I think we got through everything that we wanted to here in the boys' edition of the pregame show. That'll complete it. Sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior pride, countywide. And it looks like they're going to be singing Happy Birthday to... Oh, Fred Parsons is over there maybe? Longtime Warrior boys basketball coach, getting a little happy birthday rendition from the Warrior crowd here tonight. We're just about ready here for starting lineups. Sonny can try to trigger that starting lineup maybe for the boys. Thank you. I just guessed going off of who's been starting games for Danville, and I got some information from head coach Nathan Shellman. I didn't know Lincoln Bainbridge was going to start, so that's wrong. But we'll go through the starting lineups. It's a little bit off on the screen, just some new graphic that we're getting used to there. But we'll do better on that as we go along. All right, here we go. Starting lineup for Danville. Number 2 is Dylan Mason. He's a senior guard at 6'3".
6'1", sophomore, number 22, Graylin Walker.
Number 22 is Graylin Walker. He's a sophomore guard at 6'1".
6'3", junior, number 23, Connor.
Number 23 is Connor Hewlett. He's a junior guard at 6'3". And like I said, I was just referring back to Varsity Bound to see who had been starting most of their games. That's where I got my information from. Number 24 is Leighton Rice. He's a senior guard at 6'1". Number 30 is Trevor Yaley. He's a senior forward at 6'2". Once again, that starting lineup for Danville. It's Mason, Walker, Hewlett, Rice, and Yaley. Here we go. Starting lineup for the Van Buren County Warriors. Number 1 is Will Coral, junior guard at 6'3". These starting lineups brought to you by Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. I did not know Lincoln Bainbridge was going to suit up tonight and play either. His foot must be feeling better. He's number 4, a senior guard at 5'11". Number 12 is Caden Simmons, senior forward at 5'10".
5'11", senior, number 20.
Number 20 is Brandon Taylor, a senior guard at 5'11". And number 21 is Jake Reed. He's a senior guard at 5'10". Once again, that starting lineup for Van Buren County. It's Coral, Bainbridge, Simmons, Taylor, and Reed. I would assume first off the bench will be Jace Duncan, Landry Leffler, and Kinnick Millard. All right, there you go with your starting lineups. Quarter number 1 will be brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Opening tip tonight brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. Danville left to right as I see it in their traveling blue uniforms, white numbers and letters, some white trim. Warriors right to left. Home whites, black numbers and letters, some orange trim for Van Buren County. 8 minutes on the clock. Looks like the scoring table is about ready. Hope you enjoyed the Warrior edition of the pregame show brought to you by the school district. We're just about set. There's a whistle toss in the air controlled by Danville to number 24, Leighton Rice, and we are underway. Warriors look like they go with a 2-3 zone. Rice has it between the circles. They'll set up their offense here. Left side, that's Mason. Into the elbow to number 30, Yaley. He looked to go to the corner to 22, Walker, and Danville turns it over. Bainbridge gets a start, and he's going to sit. I didn't think his foot was feeling that well, but that's nice to see him do. He's out of the game. Landry Leffler in. Whistle stops play. Shot clock was at 18. It should be reset on the change of possession. After that Danville turnover, so Warriors left to inbound it again in the backcourt. Landry Leffler into Will Coral, over to Landry Leffler, over to Brandon Taylor. Danville with pressure here. Back to Leffler. Looks like a 1-2-2. Leffler across the timeline. He'll hand it off to Will Coral between the circles. 7.5 to go. We're scoreless here, just underway in the first quarter. Danville Bears in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Brandon Taylor with it out high on the left side. Get a screen from Simmons on the roll, all the way to the hoop. Shot up, blocked, but a foul coming on number 23, Hewlett. And I believe Simmons going to go to the line for 2. The foul is on Hewlett, his first team first. 7:19 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Caden Simmons, the senior on senior night for the girls and boys, going to the free throw line. Hall of Fame inductions happening at halftime of the boys' game. Simmons short on the first. He'll have another, trying to get the Warriors on the board. Ball in hand for Simmons, a couple rhythm dribbles. And the second shot on the way. That one back rimmed it no good. Rebound to Yaley. For Danville over to Rice. Warriors in a 2-3. Rice handoff left side. Mason handoff Hewlett. They're running the weave. Back to Mason on the right side into the post. Tipped out of bounds by Simmons. Intended for Yaley in the right block. It'll stay with Danville. Baseline right side for Rice. He'll throw it in for the Bears. Hewlett open in the corner. They don't get it. Here comes Yaley. He's inside the arc in the corner. Back to Hewlett. Now between the circles. Mason over to the left side. That's Rice. On the baseline, Yaley back to Rice. Oh, and they miscommunicate, and he throws it into the backcourt. Leffler, good hustle, runs it down all the way to the hoop. A fake. He throws one up. No good. But a foul coming on Danville on off their second turnover. 24, Rice gets the foul. His first team second. Landry Leffler going to the line for 2 shots. Second foul on Danville. None on the Warriors. 6:53 to go. First quarter, we're still scoreless. That one rims out on Landry. Normally a pretty good free throw shooter. Warriors 0-3 from the line to start. Landry's second. That one goes down. 1 for 2 on that trip. Warriors lead at 1-0. Landry Leffler on the board with a point. 6:50 to go first quarter. 1-zip Warriors. Rice across the timeline right side. Mason over in the corner. That's Walker. Into Rice, a kick out Hewlett, top of the key 3 for the lefty is good. He can shoot it. I remember him last year here. He had a big game. Hewlett has a 3, 3-1 Danville. Pressure, 1-2-2. Leffler dribbling through it to the front court. He'll go to the right wing against Yaley. Now to Jake Reed at the free throw line. Over to Simmons on the right wing. Danville in a man-to-man. Brandon Taylor, top of the key on a drive all the way to the hoop. Puts one up, no good. Rebound, Simmons over the back of Walker. Simmons going to get his first, team first. Kinnick Millard in for Jake Reed. Here comes subs for Danville, number 1 and number 12. 1 is Holtkamp. 12 is Ty Frazier into the game. Danville coming with a little more height. 6:13 to go, back to live action. Rice, left side, Mason against the zone of the Warriors. They'll get it into Rice, left side of the lane. Missed a short one. Rebound falls into the hands of Will Coral. Coral down the right side to Simmons. He'll jump stop into the lane. Missed a short one. Rebound Mason. Over to Hewlett. Back to Mason. He'll bring it across center court. Now left side Hewlett. That's number 12, Frazier, with it on the baseline. Top of the key for Rice, right side. Mason, a three-pointer. Back rimmed it. Rebound, Kinnick Millard along the baseline for the Warriors. Over to Will Coral, across right side. 30 on the timer. Will, a three, right wing. Short. Rebound, Rice along the baseline for Danville. Danville leads at 3-1, 5.5 to go. Over to Hewlett. He'll go to the baseline off the right wing. Cut off there. Back to Frazier. Over to Mason. Over to Rice. Over to Holtkamp. Left side. Free throw line Mason. A 15-footer. And it goes for number 2, Dylan Mason. He's got 2. Danville leads at 5-1. Pressure coming from the Bears. Coral over to the right to Taylor. Across all the way underneath to Simmons. Against Holtkamp. He'll kick to Taylor. Brandon Taylor, a drive into the lane. Left-handed layup. Left it short. Simmons fighting for the rebound. It goes to Taylor. Good fight by Simmons, enabling Brandon Taylor to get the offensive rebound and put it back in. Taylor has 2. Warriors down 5-3. Here comes Jace Duncan getting ready to come in. Rice, left side to Mason against this Warriors zone. That's Frazier to Mason. Top of the key, Hewlett. Right side, they'll swing it around to Rice. Top of the key, Hewlett. He'll try another 3. He just made one from there. That one spun out on him. Rebound, Holtkamp. He'll put it up and miss it. Rebound to Will Coral. 4.5 to go. 5-3 Danville. Corner 3, Brandon Taylor. Left it short. Rebound, Frazier. Over to Rice. He's across the timeline on the right side in the corner to Hewlett. Won't take the 3 on a drive into the paint. Crashes into Simmons. I'm going to call Simmons with a block. Simmons picks up his second. Team's second. Jace Duncan, Creek Hike getting ready to come in for the Warriors. 4:17 to go here in the first. Hewlett makes the free throw. Danville 101 from the line. Brandon Taylor, Caden Simmons going to take a seat. Hewlett has 4 of Danville's 5. They lead at 5-3. Or 6-3. The scoreboard just hasn't caught up yet. That one goes as well. 2 for 2 on that trip. Hewlett has 5. Danville should lead it 7-3. Landry Leffler across the timeline to the top of the key. A handoff to Coral between the circles for Will. Danville in a man-to-man. A screen and roll with Kite not there. Left side, Kinnick Millard. Kinnick will take it around between the circles now. Warrior offense is stagnant. Right side for Will Coral. 13 on the shot clock. Over to Jace Duncan in the corner. Jace looking to drive. He's cut off by Rice. He spun back, stolen by Holtkamp. Turnover Warriors there first. Holtkamp will go backwards to Rice, who will take it in and take a long two-pointer. Way too strong. Rebound Frazier. He missed it. Duncan saves it to Coral. Here comes Will to the right wing. Left of the key for Kinnick Millard over in the corner to Landry Leffler against Mason. He'll drive into the paint. Look to kick to Duncan. He'll try a 3 right wing for Jace. Air ball. Rebound gathered up by Mason on the baseline. Warriors not shooting it well to start. Hewlett. Frazier on the baseline. He'll spin back against Coral. Dish it underneath Holtkamp. He missed it. Went over to Rice. They'll swing it around Mason. And then Hewlett, a 3 left wing. Way too strong. Backboard and rim didn't go down. Rebound Millard. Off to Landry Leffler. He's at the top of the key. Comes Coral to get a handoff from him. Guarded by Dylan Mason. Right side for Leffler. Here comes Kinnick Millard, left of the key. He gets a pass, takes it to the right elbow on a drive. A runner blocked. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Warriors. Number 30, Trevor Yaley, getting ready to check back in for Danville. Frazier will take a seat. Warriors in a box set. Coral on the baseline, right side will throw it in. Out high to Millard between the circles. Left side, Duncan. Underneath, Creek Kite on the left block. He'll kick it to Leffler. Top of the key, won't take the 3. A screen left from Kite. Landry Leffler on a drive. A shot fake, a step back. Rolled off on him. Creek Kite tipped it out of bounds. That rebound will go to the Bears. 2:34 to go. First quarter, 7-3. Danville up by 4. The Warriors have been falling back into a 2-3 zone. Yaley inbounds it to Rice. Here comes Danville across center court. 28 on the shot clock. Right side for Mason. Into the corner, Hewlett will launch a 3. Short. Holtkamp on a board and a kick. Mason, he'll kick it to Rice. Left side drive to the baseline. Skip past Hewlett. That's on the right side. Now Mason, top of the key. They'll swing it back around to Rice. He'll try a 3 left corner and connect. 24 Leighton Rice on the board with a 3-pointer. It's 10-3. Danville up 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Kinnick Millard across for Van Buren County. To the right elbow, back to the left side, a little bit left of the key for Landry Leffler. Warrior offense has been stagnant against this man-to-man. Leffler on a drive and a stop, cut off by Yaley, back to Will Coral between the circles. 15 on the shot clock for Van Buren County. Screen from Kite to the right, and Will Coral will go that way. He's dancing with it out high on the right wing, tries to drive, hesitation, a spin back into the lane, and a dish underneath. Nice pass to Kinnick Millard, and he'll finish with the right hand. Little right-handed layup assists Will Coral. Kinnick Millard on the board with 2 points. 10-5 now. Danville up 5, a minute 24 to go. Rice, top of the key, right side, Mason against this Warrior zone. On the baseline, extended for Yaley to a cutting Rice. Back to Yaley. He'll take it into the paint. Blocked by Millard and recovered by Millard. Warriors, a chance to cut into the 5-point lead. Will Coral with it on the right wing. Against Mason, a screen left from Kite. He'll go the other way. A step back 15-footer. Rims off. No good. A rebound Hewlett. And the Bears. They'll get it to Rice. Under a minute now in the first quarter. Mason to the elbow. Holtkamp. Hewlett. Rice thought about a three. He'll go underneath on the baseline to Yaley. Pass intended for a cutting Holtkamp. Tipped out of bounds by Cree Kite. Good defense by the Warriors. Taylor in for Coral. Hewlett will take a seat as number 22 Walker comes back in for the Bears. 50.1 to go in the first quarter. 10-5. Rice on the baseline. The right side of the hoop will throw it in for Danville. Lob pass out to the wing to Mason. Back to Rice. Shot fake. Dribble in. A kick to Mason. Top of the key three for Danville. Back rim no good. Rebound over there by Danville's number 22 Walker. He'll swing it back around to Mason on the right side. Back to Rice. Fresh shot clock, 26 still on the timer. Danville will work it around to the right side. Now on the baseline for Yaley. Back to Walker on the right wing. Warriors in a 2-3 zone. Over to Rice, over to Mason on the left baseline now to Holtkamp. Back out to Mason, 14 on the shot clock. Walker, Rice, a three right wing. That's no rotation on that shot. It was an ugly miss. Rebound Jace Duncan for Van Buren County down the right side to Brandon Taylor. He's on a baseline driving a little runner off the side of the backboard. Holtkamp will take it in. Off to Rice, 6 seconds. Left side Mason, a three-pointer. 4 seconds, three. It goes. 2, 1, and the quarter going to expire. Dylan Mason hits a three. He's got 5 as time expires here in the first quarter. Should be Danville 13, Van Buren County 5. Danville with an 8-point lead after 1 quarter play. We'll do a quarter recap brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. When we come back after 60 seconds, you're tuned in to Warrior Boys Basketball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Back with you here from the Atomo Radio broadcast booth, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. It's 13-5, Danville up 8 after 1 quarter play. Let's do a quarter recap brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Just 1 turnover for the Warriors in the first quarter, 2 of them for Danville. Danville up by 4 on the boards, 13-9. Van Buren County was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Danville was 2 of 2, and the Warriors have it to start. Quarter number 2, inbounds Jace Duncan to Cree Kite. Hewlett leads Danville with 5 points. Millard and Taylor each have 2 for the Warriors. Landry Leffler to Jace Duncan on the right side. Top of the key, Cree Kite. Danville in a man-to-man. Over to Leffler. He'll drive. Now pass it to Taylor. Right of the key for Brandon against Mason. Drive into the lane. Not there. Mason tries to tip it and going to get a hold foul as Brandon Taylor gathered it back in. Number 2, Dylan Mason on that foul. His first, team first in quarter number 2. 7:40 remaining in the second. 13-5, Danville still up by 8. Baseline, left side of the hoop for Cree Kite and the Warriors. Warriors in a box set, a couple of cross screens. Here comes Leffler and Duncan. He goes out high, top of the key to Taylor. He'll hand off Kinnick Millard between the circles. Against Yaley, left side for Duncan against Mason. Jace on a hesitation and a drive, missed the layup with the right hand from the left side. Rebound Brandon Taylor gives the Warriors another chance. Taylor a drive, blocked from the middle of the lane by 24 Rice. Rice will bring it down to the top of the key free throw line. Kick to the corner to Mason. Back to Rice, now to the right side. Walker on the baseline, number 15 into the game. And a kick out Mason, a three, missed it. Too strong, rebound over there towards the corner. Who's it off of? It's off of Danville to Van Buren County. And I don't have a Brandon Taylor out. Will Coral, and I don't have a 15 on my roster for Danville. Maybe I can get some help. Inbounds, Landry Leffler. Kinnick Millard back to Landry Leffler. He'll hand off Will Coral on the left side with 6:57 to go. Second quarter, over to Duncan. Between the circles now for Jace. Against Rice to the elbow, down the left side of the lane. He might have drug his foot, they don't call it. Creek Kite to Will Coral between the circles. 12 on the shot clock. Over to Duncan in the corner. 9 on the shot clock. Jace on a drive, stumbling into the lane. He'll turn around, not there. Look to kick to Coral. Right of the key, 2 on the shot clock. Will on a drive. I don't know if he got it off. I don't think he did. They're going to let it count as he banked in a left-handed layup for Will Coral on the board with 2. 13-7. Yaley to Mason. Right side Walker. Into Yaley and a kick out to Rice in the right corner against the Warrior zone. Skip pass to Mason now on the left side. Number 15 on the baseline. Back out to Mason, top of the key Rice. 15 on the timer for Danville. Walker into number 15 on the baseline. He'll kick it. Mason a left of the key 3. And that goes down for number 2, Dylan Mason. He's got 8, and Danville leads it with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, 16-7. Some token pressure from the Bears. Warriors able to walk it up. Here's Jace Duncan between the circles with it. Picks up his dribble. Over to Leffler on the right corner. He won't take the 3 on the dribble. Gives it to Kite over in the corner. And Creek Kite got it tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Van Buren County. Kinnick Millard on the sideline inbounds for the Warriors. Gets it into Creek Kite. Back to Jace Duncan. Right to left side now. Leffler. Between the circles, a handoff to Will Coral. 10 on the shot clock. Coral against Rice. Will looking over to Duncan. Right wing. 4 on the shot clock. Lob pass in. Over the head of Creek Kite. Intercepted by Yaley. Turnover Warriors. Gives it back to Danville. Leighton Rice. To Walker underneath number 15. Underneath the hoop. He'll create some space. Put it up. It counts, and a foul coming. I got to get a name on number 15. Let's get the foul on the Warriors. Creek Kite gets a foul, his first, team first. Who's number 15? Not on my roster. Alex. Okay, thank you. Alex Fadenhauer. I'm not going to spell that right, but he'll be in the book anyway. Fadenhauer missed the free throw. Rebound. Put-back attempt, no good by Hewlett. Out of bounds to the Warriors. So Fadenhauer had a chance to complete a three-point play. Missed the free throw. 18-7, Danville up, 5:10 to go, second period. Warriors in the front court. Another sub into the game, that's number 21, Caden Kerr. Will Coral on a drive, left-handed layup is good for the Warriors. Coral has 4. It's 18-9. Danville still has doubled us up. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Here comes Leighton Rice to the free throw line. Yaley, a little turnaround 14-footer. Too strong. Rebound, Jace Duncan up high to get it for Van Buren County. Over to Kinnick Millard to Coral. Three-pointer left side. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Landry Leffler at the elbow. Back to Duncan. He'll try a 3 right side. Back rim on that one. Rebound, Coral tipped it in the lane. Yaley, can he save it? No. Yes, he can. I don't know what kind of signal that was from the ref. He tapped his head. Ball goes to Danville. Kerr inbounds it to Rice. Come the Bears against the Warriors 2-3 zone. Hewlett has it on the right side. Underneath Fadenhauer on the block to a cutting Leighton Rice. In the lane, he'll kick it to Kerr. Right elbow over to Rice. Left side underneath. Fadenhauer, layup good. From the right side for number 15, Alex Fadenhauer. He's got 4. 20-9. And they're going to give a whistle stops play as they give Will Coral a chance to tie his shoe. Meanwhile, I can check and see what year Fadenhauer is. He wasn't on my roster. That's a little bit weird. Here comes Kinnick Millard. Will Coral with it now on the left side. 4:05 to go. 20-9 Danville. Creek Kite has it. Jace Duncan on a drive down the right side of the lane, trying to put one up, gets fouled on the shot attempt. I think he's going to go to the line for a couple free throws. Fouls on number 12, Ty Frazier. His first, team's second in the quarter. 3:59 to go. Free throw, Duncan is good. Warriors 2 of 5 from the line. Duncan finally on the board with a point. 20-10, Danville. Alex Fodenhauer is a senior forward at 5'11". Second free throw for Duncan is good as well. Duncan has 2. It's 20-11. Leighton Rice with it. And a foul on a whistle stops play. Tried to get it in to the right side of the lane to Frazier. Duncan on a foul, his first, team's second. Caden Simmons coming back into the game for the Warriors. Kinnick Millard will take a seat with 3:51 to go here in the second quarter. 22-11, Danville up 9. Rice into a cutting Frazier, right side of the lane. He'll catch and lay it in. For number 12, Frazier, he's on the board with 2. It's 22-11. Duncan with it, right wing to Will Coral, right of the key against Fodenhauer. Left elbow for Will. He'll pick up his dribble and give it to Landry Leffler. He'll dribble inside the arc and take a long 2. Way over everything, an air ball, rebound, Leighton Rice. To the free throw line, right down the lane, missed the left-handed layup. Rebound, Simmons and Frazier fighting for it. Alternating possession gives it to the Bears. 3:23 remaining here in the second quarter. 22-11, Danville. Rice will trigger it again on the baseline right side into the corner. That's Kerr with a 3. Off the rim, too strong. Rebound weak side to Jace Duncan and the Warriors. Right to left across the timeline to Landry Leffler. A screen right from Will Coral. Fodenhauer bothering Leffler. He gets it to Will Coral. He'll back it out. Between the circles a little bit to the right. A screen left from Simmons, and Coral will go that way, and they're going to call a hands pushing foul on number 21, Caden Kerr. His first, team's third in the quarter. Holtkamp and Mason back into the game for Fodenhauer and Kerr. 3:05 remaining in the second quarter. Still 22-11, and a timeout coming here from the Warriors. So 30-second timeouts. We'll take a quick 30-second break with 3:05 to go in the second. Danville leads at 22-11. Back with more Warrior basketball action after this quick break. You're tuned into it right here on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
We're back from the Atemo Radio broadcast booth. Sideline inbounds, Will Coral to Jace Duncan. Right side for Landry Leffler, man-to-man from Danville. Will Coral right of the key against Mason. Looking for a cutter, goes left of the key to Duncan against Rice. Jace Duncan, a crossover and a drive, got a tip by Frazier. Duncan loses it, looked to throw it off of the leg of Rice, but Duncan stepped out of bounds as he touched the ball. So a turnover on the Warriors gives the ball back to the Bears with 2:47 to go. Rice across the timeline, center court, left side, Hewlett. He'll try a 3. In and out, rimmed out. It was halfway down, came out on him. Rebound, Jace Duncan. Right side, now top of the key in between the circles. Will Coral, screen right from Simmons. Will on a jump stop, step through, left-handed layup. Nice move by Will Coral, and you can count that one in a timeout coming here from Danville. Coral has 6. 30-second timeout from the Bears, each team with 4 timeouts left. 2:25 to go here in the second. 22-13, Danville with the lead. Back with you in 30 seconds for more Warrior basketball action right here on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
Tiffany here. Craving something delicious? Try the Dowd's Quick Stop Pizza of the Month. Feed the family with a large taco pizza for just $18.99. Need a cozy winter meal? Medium one-topping pizza for $10, or warm up with a chicken strip or wing basket with fries for just $10.50. Fresh bakery items baked daily and everything from our open-air cooler. Dowd's Quick Stop, where fresh meets convenience. Follow us on Facebook for more great deals. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's, your quick stop for everything delicious.
We are back. Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School inside the Atemo Radio broadcast booth for boys high school varsity basketball. South Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference action for you. Danville Bears in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Back to live action we go in the second quarter, 2:22 to go. Leighton Rice with it, and Danville leads at 22-13. Over to Mason on the left side in the post to Frazier. Pass tipped right back to Frazier by Simmons. Holtkamp, he'll kick it to Rice on the right side. Skip past Mason over on the left side. Back to Frazier on the baseline. Holtkamp cut through, they don't find him. Back outside to Mason, to Rice, to Hewlett. Now back on the right side of the floor against the Warriors zone. Right side of the lane, Frazier missed a short jumper. Too strong, way over everything. Rebound, Jace Duncan. Duncan to Millard up the right side to the wing. Millard on a drive, nobody on him. Blocked from behind by Dylan Mason. Nice defensive play. Possession will stay with Van Buren County. Creek Heidel inbound baseline. He'll trigger it from the right side. Has to go, a pass tipped, intended for Millard. Hewlett with the interception, turnover Warriors. Here comes Connor Hewlett down the left side of the lane. Left-handed layup is good for the leading scorer, Hewlett. He's got 7. Danville leads it 24-13. Landry Leffler across the timeline left side with 1:40 to go before the half. Between the circles now, he picked up his dribble, goes left side, Kinnick Millard against Dylan Mason. Millard to the top of the key, now to the free throw line. He'll give it to Simmons. He's at the top of the key into Landry Leffler at the right elbow. Into the lane, a shot fake, a step through. Banker, no good, missed it to the left. Frazier on a board for Danville. Rice down the middle of the floor, left side Hewlett on a baseline drive, crashes into Creed Kite, and that's an offensive foul on number 23, Connor Hewlett. His second. That's the 4th on the team in the quarter. Subs waiting to come in. Brandon Taylor and Will Coral for the Warriors. Walker back in for Hewlett. For Danville, Caden Simmons, Landry Leffler will take a seat for Van Buren County. 1:17 to go. Second quarter, Millard will inbound it to Coral in the backcourt. Coral against Mason, he'll bring it up. Danville up by 11, 24-13. Screen left out high on the left side from Taylor. Coral will go that way, he's dancing with it. Picks it up, skip past right side Millard. A three-pointer on the way for Kinnick is good. Kinnick Millard connects. Three-pointer brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. The first for the Warriors tonight. Millard has 5. It's 24-16. Danville up by 8. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. 52 seconds left. Rice, right side Walker on the baseline to Frazier. Back to Walker. Warriors still in a 2-3 zone. Mason has it between the circles. Left side for Leighton Rice. In the lane, Frazier underneath Holtkamp. A kick to Walker. Three-pointer on the way. Missed it. Rebound to weak side to Brandon Taylor, and the Warriors get a stop. Over to Will Coral across the timeline. 3-second difference. Coral launch anyways from the out high on the left side and miss it. Rebound to Rice. They would have had to give it back, but I think Coach Nathan Shulman disappointed about that shot selection. Rice across the timeline. Now the shot clock is off and out of play. 18 left on the game clock in the second quarter. Rice, a handoff to Mason, a handoff to Walker. Back to Mason over in the corner. Rice. He'll launch a 3 out of the corner. Short. Rebound fought for on the weak side to Walker. Back to Mason. A three-pointer left to the key is good for number 2, Dylan Mason. He's got 11. 1 second. Inbound Will Coral. A three-quarter court heave is just off to the left. So that'll take us through 2 quarters of play. We're at the half now. It is the Danville Bears 27. They put up 14 points in that second quarter. The Van Buren County Warriors 16. The Warriors score 11. So this will take us to the halftime show and stats brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Remember, it's Hall of Fame induction night here at Van Buren County as well. So, and the Rhythm Squad going to perform. Sonia, you know what? Let's just keep it right here while I add up my stats. I'm just going to be silent, and we'll just let the camera show the Rhythm Squad performance here. How about that? So we can get the girls some airtime here at the half. They're coached by my daughter, Ms. Shelby Moquin, and special guest Randy Smith coming to talk to us as well. I'll be back with you in a little bit. We're going to let the camera run so you can see the Van Buren County Rhythm Squad perform here at the half. All right, a nice performance there by the Van Buren County Rhythm Squad under the direction of my daughter, Miss Shelby Moquin. All right, we're at the halftime show of the boys game brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding area. Let's do a quick second quarter recap. Remember, we also have Hall of Fame induction here happening at the half of the boys game. But in that second quarter, the quarter recap brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we had 3 turnovers for Van Buren County, none for Danville. 10 rebounds for Van Buren County in that second quarter. Danville with 8. The Warriors were 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Danville was 0 for 1. Now we can do a first half recap brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug. I guess it's a half a game recap. Team stats from the first half. 4 turnovers for Van Buren County, 2 of them for Danville. The rebounding battle right now being won by Danville, 21-19. Van Buren County 50% from the charity stripe, 3 of 6. Danville is 2 of 3. Individual stats from the first half of the boys' game and foul trouble as well, if there is any. Danville had 5 players in the scoring column, one of them in double figures. They're led by Dylan Mason with 11, Connor Hewlett with 7, Alex Fadenhauer with 4, Leighton Rice with 3, Ty Frazier with 2 points. Foul trouble for Danville. Connor Hewlett has 2. That's about it. For the Warriors, 5 in the scoring column. Nobody in double figures. They're led by Will Coral with 6. Jace Duncan with 2. Landry Leffler with a point. Kinnick Millard with 5. Brandon Taylor with 2. That's a look at the halftime stats at the boys' varsity game. And I just want to get the Hall of Fame induction mentioned here before we get to interview with head coach Randy Smith of the girls. Nice enough to stop by and talk with us here at halftime of the boys' game. Hall of Fame inductees tonight are Trent Harden, Nick Mercer, Rachel Remick-Sathoff, Nathan Stecker, and Mackenzie Zittler Ostrander. Those are the Hall of Fame inductees tonight at halftime of the boys' game. So a lot of stuff going on here tonight from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. It's been senior night for both the girls and the boys. Last regular season home basketball game. We'll see if somebody plays a home game in the tournament or not. Not sure about that yet. We will see. Then we got Hall of Fame inductions happening as well. But right now, let's get to an interview with head coach Randy Smith of the girls coach. Nice enough to stop by and talk to us here at halftime after a tough loss against the Danville Bears tonight, and in what was an important game in the standings of the Super Conference South Division for the girls. You guys fought back to get within one possession at 36-33. But it was an 8-5 run by Danville to end the game that enabled them to get a 6-point win, 44-38. Bauer certainly made a difference playing in this game. She didn't play the first time around. I thought that was a big point. What did you see tonight from the girls' game?
Yeah, I mean, they're just a different matchup with Bauer in there. I thought we did a fairly good job on her. Where they kind of hurt us was the shot from the free throw line from the weak side post. I mean, you know, they'd go to Bauer, then she would swing it, and then they would get a shot from the elbow from the free throw line, and they hit that, and that was a weakness in our zone.
Yeah,
so,
it kind of wasn't a full skip pass. It was just kind of a shorter skip pass from the baseline to that opposite side of the lane, and I think Wenig hit a couple of them there. She's got a decent mid-range game, and so that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that was a shot that really hurt us. So, but you know, Danville's a good basketball team. I mean, I would say they're gonna finish second in the conference. They're just really athletic, and Bauer's she's a big kid inside. But I told the kids, we fought back. I mean,
you did.
They didn't give up. We had some turnovers at some bad times, but that happens with us. So.
Yeah.
But I really thought we rebounded fairly well. I don't know what the stats were, but
I had it at 34-25 in favor of Danville, so nine difference.
I mean, that's not horrible for us. I mean, we're just not a very big team.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, our 2 seniors, I thought Marley didn't feel good all night.
She didn't, and you could see it. Yeah.
We had to try to give her some breaks, but she had a big shot that that got us within 4, I think. And Sophia had a big basket, so that's kind of the way we lived on it this year. So I wasn't disappointed with our effort. I mean, these kids, they come out, they play hard, and they. We've had a bunch of close games, and I'm guessing we're going to have probably another one next Friday night.
Against Central Lee, tonight, Yurok and Mertens combined for 20, so they're a little bit over half of your point total. They've really been a nice duo for the Warrior girls basketball program. I mean, I think Marley Hall had them maybe their freshman year.
This is my third year.
Third year with them. So I've been broadcasting them all through their high school career, and I got to see them as freshmen. They're both over 500 points. They've scored over 1,100 combined. I think their record is 34-50 as a varsity record. So, I mean, there was a few lean years there for girls basketball. They've got 34 wins to their name, so that's really nothing to sneeze at. I mean, so you can't really say enough about their contribution from those two.
No, and their goal this year, going in, was realistic. They said we have one over 500 in basketball, and right now we've got 11 wins, so one more win secures that, and so who knows? But I think we can beat Central League going down there. It's their senior night, so they'll be fired up.
Right, and you beat them the first time in overtime, so that'll make them even more fired up, probably.
And we were up by 11 when Adlin fouled out, so then they made their big run in the fourth quarter. Then we end up getting them in overtime. So I just feel good about that. And then I think Clark County's down a little bit this year. So
yeah, I've looked at some of their scores, and they're losing by quite a bit to teams that we're beating or playing close games with. So you feel good about. Well, it was supposed to be a home game, and they got a wrestling meet, so we had to move it. So we're going to go down there, but you still feel good about hopefully coming out of there with a win.
I mean, if you get a win there, then you're at 12 wins, and you still got
the shootout game.
Shootout game, you don't know the game before that with Central. If you could win that one and then win the shootout game and beat Clark County, you're at 14
wins, and that's a really nice season.
Good season. So
and that should put you in a decent seed going into the district play.
We hope so.
Yeah, you hope so. You just don't never know where the state is going to put you. I mean, we might end up going way west. We went to Pleasantville the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Some years we go to the east and end up against the likes of West Burlington or somewhere up over and up that way. So you just depending on where they need whatever seed they decide that we are, that's where they're going to put us.
That's right. I mean, West Burlington, I know their point guard, that Prill girl, she has a MRI tomorrow, so she hurt her wrist, so she didn't play against Danville. So I'm thinking Danville will probably end up second, and we could end up from third to fifth.
Yeah, because there's a log jam there.
It is.
Mediapolis going to win the South. You got 4 teams that going into tonight's play were within a half a game of each other.
Yep. So I don't think it's possible for us to get to second. I just don't think that's going to happen. But we could get to third, and I think we finished sixth last year, so we're going to improve on. You want to get better every year, and I mean, these two seniors, I'm going to miss them.
We all will.
They're just.
Just good kids.
Yeah, I think Marley thinks I yell at her a lot, and I yell at her a lot. But that's and she takes it well.
Well,
she's just
all you want to do is see him improve. That's all.
Yep. And Sophia's, I thought, had a great year this year. I mean,
she's hit some big shots for you.
Yeah. When a game comes down to the wire, I'd like for it in her hands. And you've got you're mixing a freshman point guard in that hadn't played with them, So so I thought our year was decent. So
I'll be looking ahead to that shootout game because you play somebody with a similar standing from you in the other division. So that's always usually a competitive, good game, and you can use that one to kind of build some momentum. Hopefully, as you go into wherever wherever we'll play in the district.
I mean, we're kind of most teams don't just. I mean, we really kind of rely on our 3-point shooting, and a lot of teams play zone and they'll press, and I don't think the press will bother us no matter who we play, except Meepo. We won't have to play them.
No.
So, we get the ball for them, we shoot well, you can beat just about anybody. So we just keep on going, and the kids right now, they weren't, I said nothing to be ashamed at, especially you two seniors, you've done a great job. So just happy to have them, proud of them, and we'll miss them. So.
All right, Coach. Well, going through Hall of Fame inductions right now. We'll get a break in here at the half and come back to start the boys game. Thank you for stopping by, taking the time to talk to us here at the halftime of the boys game.
A quick congratulations to Mackenzie. I had her for a year in basketball, and she was a really, really good basketball player and competed really hard.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to her. So,
and the
congratulations.
Rest of them. All right, Coach. Thank you. That's head coach Randy Smith of the Warrior girls varsity basketball team. They took a tough loss tonight, 44-38 to the Danville Bears. All right, we got time for a 3-minute break here in the halftime show of the boys game. Halftime show brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. So we'll work in a 3-minute break. You can hear from some more from some of our wonderful sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll be that much closer to starting the second half, third quarter of action, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, as you're tuned in to Warrior Boys Basketball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. The Warrior Boys trail it 27-16 here at the half.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and our Board of Education has been engaged in important work for our district, and we're looking forward to unveiling our roadmap to Van Buren County facilities sometime this winter. We've been developing goals and a strategic plan for facility improvements that will help us maximize our current educational centers while helping us continue to be efficient with our resources and ensure that our students and staff have a great place to learn and work. The Board of Education has had several work sessions over the past year, and we are so thankful for their dedication to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
It's never too early to start saving for next Christmas. With a Christmas Club account from Pilot Grove Savings Bank, you can set aside a little each week and have holiday cash ready without the stress. Stop in at any of our 17 locations today to open a Christmas Club account and make next year's holiday season merry and budget friendly. To learn more, visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. This is Dalen Dick with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and our Board of Education has been engaged in important work for our district, and we're looking forward to unveiling our roadmap to Van Buren County facilities sometime this winter. We've been developing goals and a strategic plan for facility improvements that will help us maximize our current educational centers while helping us continue to be efficient with our resources and ensure that our students and staff have a great place to learn and work. The Board of Education has had several work sessions over the past year, and we are so thankful for their dedication to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we are back with you here at the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth, still at halftime of the boys' game. 2 minutes left on the halftime clock, but Danville's just starting to make their way out of the locker room right now as we're just finishing up Hall of Fame inductions here tonight, and I'll go through their names for you once again. Trent Harden, Nick Mercer, Rachel Remick Sathoff, Nathan Stecker, Mackenzie Zittler Ostrander. Hall of Fame inductees in the Van Buren County Athletic Hall of Fame here tonight. It was also senior night for the boys: Lincoln Bainbridge, Caden Simmons, Brandon Taylor, and Jake Reed. For the girls, it was Sophia Urach and Marley Mertens. I bet they're probably going to put a little bit more time. We'll see. Keep it right here for a second, see if they put some more time on the clock. That was Matt Zittler's daughter. He's coaching Davis County right now. He had to leave his game early tonight to make it over here in time so he could see hand his daughter the plaque. So he's had a busy evening. And I'm giving him a wave right now. I got to know him when he was coaching the Warrior volleyball team a couple of years ago, and now he's coaching the Davis County girls basketball team. They did put a few more minutes on the clock. Looks like 3 minutes to start. So we'll do another 2-minute break here. We'll come back and start the third quarter, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center here in the second half as the Warrior boys trail the Danville Bears 27-16 here at the half. Back with you to start the third quarter after this 2-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Boys Basketball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
All right, we are back with you here from the Ottumwa Radio Broadcast booth, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, inside the gymnasium on this frigid night, overlooking Fred Parsons Court, getting ready to start third quarter of action here, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. That'll complete the boys' halftime show and stats, brought to you by Roto-Rooter. 8 minutes on the clock. Danville, right to left as I see it now. The Warriors left to right, and Van Buren County will have possession to start the third quarter. Jace Duncan into Will Coral, and here we go. Danville leads it 27-16. Left wing to Jace Duncan against Leighton Rice. Danville in a man-to-man. He'll take and hand off Kinnick Miller, top of the key to the elbow. A spin and a drive down the lane. Step through, right-handed layup is good on a drive for Kinnick Miller. Starts the scoring in the second half. He's got 7. Warriors now trail it 27-18. Leighton Rice. Left side, top of the key. It's tipped by Coral. Can he get it? Hustling for it. It's loose. And good hustle between Coral and Yaley. Going to cause a jump ball. It'll stay with Danville as they avoid the turnover, but good tip and hustle after it by Will Coral for the Warriors. 7:33 to go. Just underway here in the third quarter. 27-18. Danville up by 9. 2-3 zone from the Warriors. Leighton Rice, top of the key. To the lane to Yaley. A kick to Mason over in the corner. Hewlett, he'll launch a 3 and connect. Out of the left corner, their leading scorer, Connor Hewlett, has 10 now after that three-pointer. Danville up back by 12, 30-18. 7:15 to go. Coral, right side to Jace Duncan against Leighton Rice on a crossover. Lost it out of bounds. It's off of Rice's foot on the dribble. It'll stay with the Warriors. It'll be sideline inbounds for Van Buren County. Will Coral going to throw it in. Way across into the backcourt to Kinnick Miller. He'll bring it across. 7:00 remaining. Back to live action in the third quarter. Over to Landry Leffler. On a drive off the left side to the elbow. Handoff Creek Kite. He'll take it to the baseline. Spin back. Not there. Back out to Leffler. He'll drive against Yaley into the lane. Step through left-handed shot. Good. A step around the defense and threw up a left-handed banker. Kind of a scoop left-handed shot that goes for Landry Leffler. His first field goal of the night. He's got 3. It's a 10-point game, 30-20 Danville. Connor Hewlett left side. Walker on the left corner into Rice in the lane. Back to Walker. He'll try a 3 out of the corner. Back rimmed it no good. A rebound Jace Duncan for Van Buren County looking to cut into a 10-point lead with just over 6.5 to go. In the third, Miller on a drive off the right wing. Underneath, he'll kick to Leffler. Threw it over to the crowd. Turnover Van Buren County. Their 5th of the night. Backcourt inbounds from Mason to Rice. Here come the Bears. 6:24 to go in the third. 30-20. Bears. Rice to the left elbow. Yaley a kick to the corner. Hewlett a shot fake and a drive. He'll step in and shoot a long two. Back rim no good. Rebound baseline is gathered in by Walker, and he's fouled on a push. Number 10, Millard, his team first in the quarter. Stack formation in front of Rice, baseline left side. He'll throw it into Yaley in the corner. Hewlett on the left wing. Over to Rice, right of the key. Over in the corner, that's Mason, a three-pointer. In, out, and in. It went down for number 2, Dylan Mason. He's got 14. 3 in the second half. 32-20. They call it a two-pointer? I guess they do. Long two-pointer. Here's Miller to drive to the free throw line. I'll have to change that. They work it into the post to Will Coral from Cree Kite on the entry. Coral against Yaley. He'll turn. Wanted to go along the baseline, and I think they're going to say Yaley rooted him out of there with a hip. It is on number 30, Trevor Yaley, his first, team first in the quarter. Caden Simmons, the senior, in for Cree Kite, the sophomore. Box formation for the Warriors as Will Coral will trigger on the baseline, right side. 5:47 to go in the third, 33-20. Danville up 13. Coral has the ball. Looking, gets it into Simmons, coming across the lane. It's tipped free from him, but Coral steps in and picks it up in the corner. Screen left from Simmons, he'll go that way. Screen and roll. Simmons is undercut by Mason. He falls in the lane with the ball. They're going to call a foul on Danville. It's on number 2, Dylan Mason. His second, team's second in the quarter. Coral, same place, baseline right side. Gets it into Millard out high. To the right elbow and a kick to Coral against Mason. Fake left and a drive right all the way to the baseline. He'll spin back, fall away, not there, into a cutting Jace Duncan, who missed the layup. Duncan gets it now. It's still loose and it's out of bounds. Who are they going to give it to? I think it'll stay with the Warriors. Landry Leffler on the sideline, front court into Will Coral. Fresh shot clock after the Duncan miss. Coral, right of the elbow, extended, skip past to Kinnick Miller to drive against Hewlett. Underneath the hoop, reverse layup. It's no good. It wouldn't have counted anyways. I think a foul on the drive on number 23, Hewlett, his third. Here comes 21, Caden Kerr into the game. Kerr's a junior guard at 6 foot. Hewlett will take his seat. 5:12 to go in the third, 33-20 Danville. Will Coral, this time on the left side on the baseline, looking to throw it in. Gets it into a cutting Jace Duncan. Blocked from behind by Rice on a layup attempt. It's off of the Warriors to the Bears. Good D by Danville. They've got the possession now with 5:08 remaining. Back to live action. They lead at 33-20. Rice, right side Mason. Baseline Walker towards the corner. Back to Mason. Between the circles for Kerr. Over to Rice. Into a cutting Yaley, missed it, got it back, and puts it in on the assist from number 22, Walker. Yaley has his first 2 of the night. 35-20, Danville, our largest lead of the night at 15. Millard tried to go to Duncan from right of the key to the right wing. Duncan, the pass went right through his hands. That's the Warriors' 6th turnover of the night. Ball back to the Bears. 4:40 to go, third quarter. 35-20 Danville. Across the timeline is Leighton Rice, left side for Kerr. In the corner to Walker. Into the lane for Rice. A shot fake and a kick to Mason, right wing, 3 on the way. He's been hot. That one rolls off on him. A rebound to Kerr. To dish it to Yaley. They're fighting for it in the lane, and they're going to call a foul on the Warriors. A hold on Duncan against Yaley. Jace Duncan gets his second. He'll take his seat. Brandon Taylor, the senior, into the game with 4:23 to go here in the third. 35-20 Danville. Rice, baseline left side into a cutting. Yaley put one up under the rim, no good, but he's fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. Fouls on 12. Simmons, his third. It's the Warriors' third in the quarter. Danville has 2 team fouls. Number 30, Trevor Yaley, the senior forward at 6'2", to the free throw line for a couple. He's got 2 points on the night. That free throw no good. Danville 2 of 4 from the stripe tonight. Duncan coming back in for Simmons with those 3 fouls. Yaley will have a second attempt. It's on the way. Back rimmed it. Rebound Duncan. 0 for 2 on that trip for Yaley. Over to Coral, across left side for the Warriors. Down 15 into the lane. A kick to Millard in the corner. He'll drive and kick. Now it's tipped out of bounds by Kerr. Intended for Leffler over in that far corner. It'll stay with Van Buren County with 4:11 to go here in the third quarter. They trail at 35-20 to the Warriors. Coral, baseline left side. Warriors in a box set. Not the cross screens, but a screen for Duncan diagonal. Not there. Coral gets it into Taylor, top of the key. Handoff Millard, right to left. Millard to the elbow. Lost it, got it back. Backwards to Jace Duncan on the left side. A screen from Leffler. Duncan on a crossover and a drive against Yaley. Put it up, off the rim, no good. Rebound Millard, kick out Will Coral. Right wing drive against Mason. Coral will step back and hit a 12-footer. It's good. A 30-second timeout here coming from the Warriors. Coral has 8. It's 35-22 Danville, 3:49 to go in the third. Back with you in 30 seconds for more Warrior Boys basketball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and our Board of Education has been engaged in important work for our district, and we're looking forward to unveiling our roadmap to Van Buren County facilities sometime this winter. We've been developing goals and a strategic plan for facility improvements that will help us maximize our current educational centers while helping us continue to be efficient with our resources and ensure that our students and staff have a great place to learn and work. The Board of Education has had several work sessions over the past year, and we are so thankful for their dedication to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back here from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, Keosauqua, Iowa. Inside the Atomo Radio broadcast booth with 3:49 to go here in the third quarter. 35-22 Danville, they've got the ball. Kerr inbounds it to Rice. He's going to walk it up court. A little bit left to center. Across the timeline now. Warriors in a man-to-man. On the dribble, out high left side is Rice. A screen right from Walker. A double screen from Yaley. He'll go that way into the corner to Kerr against Brandon Taylor. Into a cutting Mason, a shot fake against Millard. Fall away bank shot from 6 feet is good for number 2, Dylan Mason, leading the way for them on the night. He's got 15. 37-22, back to a 15-point lead for the Bears. Duncan to Millard, right of the key. Back to Jace Duncan. Millard tried to pass it to him. He's fouled by 22. Graylin Walker, the sophomore guard at 6'1". That's his first foul of the night, third on the team in the quarter. Each team with 3 team fouls here in the third with 3:15 to go. Here comes number 12, Ty Frazier, into the game for number 22, Graylin Walker. Box set again for the Warriors. Coral on the baseline left side. Lob pass out, left of the key to Millard. Right of the key, Duncan. Over to the corner to Landry Leffler. We need his offense to get going against Yaley on a drive. And he hopped with it and traveled, trying to create a shot or a kick from the right block. Turnover Warriors, their 7th of the night. Ball back to the Bears. Back to live action, 3:08 to go in the third. 37-22, Danville up 15. Warriors in a man-to-man with Rice between the circles on the dribble. He'll go left side to Mason against Millard. Over to Yaley, farther on the left. He'll take it to the elbow. Go backwards to Frazier on a drive all the way to the hoop. Layup good. He put it in and it counts. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. That's Jace Duncan on a foul, his third. For number 12, Ty Frazier, he's got 4 on the night now. And a chance at a 3-point play the old-fashioned way if he can convert on this free throw. 2:50 to go here in the third quarter, 39-22, Bears. Warriors on a short end of the score. Free throw is good by number 12. Danville 1 of 3 from the line. They're 3 of 6 tonight. 1 of 3 in the quarter. Frazier has 5. 40-22, 18-point lead for the Bears. Leffler, top of the key against Yaley to the elbow, and a kick to a driving Jace Duncan. Right-handed layup on a drive is good, and a timeout coming from head coach Nathan Shellman. It's a full timeout. Warriors have 2 left. Duncan has 4 on the night. 40-24, Danville, 2:36 to go here in the third. We'll be back with you in 60 seconds for more Warrior Boys basketball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back with you here to the Atemo Radio broadcast booth from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. 2:34 to go, third quarter, 40-24 Danville. Leighton Rice, left side Yaley. Warriors in a man-to-man on a drive into the paint and a kick to Rice. Won't take the three. Top of the key for Frazier. He traveled with it. Got his feet started too early trying to take a drive into the paint. That's a turnover at Danville. That's their first since his first quarter. Only their third of the game. They did not have a turnover in the second quarter. Ball back to the Warriors. Will Coral between the circles. Right side, Leffler tried to save it on a bad pass. He couldn't. Turnover. Fourth of the quarter for the Warriors, their eighth of the game. When Danville's only got three, that's five more opportunities for the Bears to score the ball. Back to Danville, the ball goes. Here's a pass tipped by Jace Duncan from Rice, intended for Frazier. Out of bounds off the Warriors over there in the Danville's front court on the far side. Here comes Holtkamp into the game for Yaley. Kerr will throw it in. 2:10 to go third quarter, 40-24, 16-point lead for Danville. Lob pass into Rice. 25 on the shot clock. Rice to the right wing. Picked up his dribble, looking for help. Skip pass. Kerr, the left side. Tipped by Brandon Taylor. Kerr regained. No, it's loose. Brandon Taylor has it. Turnover Danville. Over to Will Coral on a baseline drive, all the way to the hoop. He's fouled on a layup attempt. He's going to go to the line for two. Ty Frazier gets the foul for Danville, his second. Team's fifth. Danville into the penalty. Warriors into the bonus. It's a 15 foul. This was a shooting foul anyway, so Coral shooting either way. First for Will. Rolls around, drops through. 4 for 7 is Van Buren County from the line now in the game. They're 1-1 in the third quarter. A minute 49 to go, 40-25. A 15-point lead for Danville. Coral missed the second. Rebound Kerr for Danville. Outlet Rice. He'll bring it up center court to the free throw line and a kick to Kerr in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. That's off the rim. Weak side rebound, Jace Duncan. He'll bring it down. Take it all the way. He's bumped. Missed the shot. No foul called. Rebound to Mason. Mason gets it tipped from behind by Duncan in the hands of Kinnick Millard. Turnover Danville. Over to Brandon Taylor. Top of the key on a free throw line drive. Fouled by number 21, Kerr. Caden Kerr, his second. Should be free throws for Brandon Taylor. Walker getting ready to check back into the game for Danville with a minute 21 to go here in the third. 40-25, Danville up by 15. They beat the Warriors by 40 the first time around, 68-28. That was right before the Christmas break. Senior Brandon Taylor to the free throw line. The righty, first attempt, no good. Warriors 1 of 3 from the line here in the quarter. Walker into the game for Kerr. Brandon Taylor will have a second. Taylor toes the line. 2 rhythm dribbles. Second attempt on the way. Rolls around, falls off. 0 for 2 on that trip. Rebound Walker for the Bears into the hands of Leighton Rice. A minute 17 to go here in the third. Danville up 15. 40-25. Right side Walker into Holtkamp in the right post against Millard. He'll spin, shoot a 6-foot fadeaway. Too strong. Missed it. Weak side rebound to Will Coral. All the way down Duncan. Left wing. He'll wait for help on a drive to the free throw line into the lane. A kick across, tipped by Holtkamp. Bad pass. Duncan intercepted and stolen. Turnover Warriors. Leighton Rice into the lane. A kick to Frazier, who traveled with it trying to drive. Yeah, he's establishing a pivot foot and then moving it as he tries to take off, and that's a travel. Danville's fourth turnover. Here comes Alex Fadenauer into the game, for Frazier. Under a minute now, 48 seconds left. third quarter. Will Coral, left side for Jace Duncan. Danville in a man-to-man. Duncan around the key, handoff Will Coral towards the right side. He's going to drive free throw line. Looking, backwards to Brandon Taylor. Taylor to the free throw line into the lane. A runner puts it up, rolls around, and drops through from the right side of the lane. For number 20, Brandon Taylor. He's got 4 on the night, 40-27. Warriors back within 13, 25 seconds to go here for the end of the third quarter. Rice between the circles, left side, Fadenauer. Into the corner, Walker. And Taylor going for the steal, picked up a foul. Brandon Taylor, his first. Their Warriors are in the penalty now. Danville in the bonus with 17.1 to go. Number 22, Graylin Walker, the sophomore guard at 6'1". He's scoreless on the night, but he's headed to the line for 2. Walker's first comes out on him. Danville 3 of 7 from the line on the night. 1 of 4 in the quarter. Walker's second attempt after a couple of rhythm dribbles. Another rhythm dribble. The righty puts that one through. 1 for 2 on that trip for Graylin Walker. He's got a point. Danville up 14, 41-27, 15 seconds left. Landry Leffler to Kinnick Millard. We're in the third quarter. Screen left from Leffler. Millard picks up his dribble. Way out Duncan between the circles. High. Hand off Brandon Taylor. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Top of the key to the free throw line. Taylor on a drive. Left-handed layup goes around and off. No good. Fadenauer on a board. Danville will not get up a shot. So we're through 3 quarters of play. It's the Danville Bears 41, the Van Buren County Warriors 27. In that third quarter of play, 14 points for the Bears, just like in the second quarter. The Warriors put up 11, just like in the second quarter. So we'll take a 60-second break, do a quarter recap when we come back, brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We'll also start the fourth quarter of play, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. You're tuned in to Warrior Boys Basketball. Back with you in 60 seconds right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap!
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We are back with you here from the Atomo Radio broadcast booth at Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, Keosauqua, Iowa. 8 minutes on the clock, getting ready to start the fourth quarter. The Warriors have the ball. Inbounds Landry Leffler to Will Coral. Danville with a 41-27 lead. Coral, top of the key against Hewlett, who's back into the game. A kick to Landry Leffler. He'll drive to the free throw line. Give it to Kinnick Millard. It's loose. Brandon Taylor recovers it towards half court. Taylor to the right side against Mason. Back to Jace Duncan between the circles, left side Millard. He'll try a long 3, left side with 15 on the timer and connect. Kinnick Millard with a deep 3-pointer brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. He's got both 3-pointers on the night for the Warriors. He has 10. It's 41-30. 11-point lead for Danville to the front court. Mason from Hewlett over to the right side. That's Rice. Screen left from Holtkamp. He'll go that way and give it to Hewlett left of the key. Now in the corner, that's Mason. Into the post. Holtkamp, who hasn't done much damage in there tonight. Kick out Fadenauer. Top of the key 3. Missed it. Rebound Jace Duncan for the Warriors. Maybe a little life for Van Buren County if they can score here. Over to the left side, Will Coral gives it to Jace Duncan. Duncan on a drive, left elbow, and he traveled with it. Trying to drive once again. A little bit out of control for Jace on the drive. Like to see him pull up and try to shoot that or dish it before he gets out of control. He did so well against Columbus with that. And at Davis County the other day. Just out of control when he's on the drive. 7 minutes to go. Rice, pressure from the Warriors over to Mason. Yaley has it. He'll dribble through the trap, lose it, and fall down. It commits a travel. Warriors help him up. To turn over Danville, their 7th. First of the quarter. 6:53 remaining in the fourth, 41-30. Warriors have had opportunities to get it under 10. Let's see if they can do it again. Need to get it under 10, back to single digits here. Coral, a screen from Taylor. He's against Hewlett. He'll drive, step back, wanted the three. They're going to call a travel on him. Man, that's just frustrating when you get a stop, create a turnover on your press, and don't even get a shot up on your possession. It's 11th turnover of the night for the Warriors, our second in the quarter. 6:45 to go in the fourth. 41-30 Danville. Inbounds in the backcourt to Rice. Pressure from Van Buren County, and they commit a foul in the backcourt against Leighton Rice. It's Brandon Taylor on the foul for the Warriors, his second. First on the team in the quarter. Backcourt inbounds for Danville. Mason into Rice. Back to, and yeah, I give it back to Mason. Over to the left side, Yaley. They're not across. Now they are to Hewlett on the wing. 30 on the timer. Underneath Holtkamp. He'll put one up. Missed it. Short one from the right side. Rebound is loose into the hands of Will Coral. Down the left side to Brandon Taylor. He'll stop and pull up from 15. Back rim, no good. Rebound Holtkamp. He'll give it to Rice. 6:17 to go in the fourth. 41-30 Danville into the lane. Leighton Rice put up a little hanging jumper from the middle of the lane. He banked it in. It goes. It's going to count, and a foul on Van Buren County. I believe Kinnick Miller going to get it. His second. Count the hoop for Leighton Rice. He's got 5 points on the night. Chance at 6 right here if he can complete the three-point play. That is the second on Millard. Leighton Rice, the righty, free throw is good. Danville 101 in the quarter. Rice has 6. 44-30. Back to a 14-point lead for Danville. 6:08 to go in the fourth. Kinnick Millard to the right elbow on a drive. Put up a little runner. Way too strong off the backboard. Rebound Holtkamp for the Bears. Up the right side is Leighton Rice. He'll take it to the top of the key, the free throw line, and kick in a corner to Yaley on a drive to the left side of the paint. Back to Rice in the corner. He'll take it out in between the circles, a little bit to the left. Now between the circles, right side for Yaley against Duncan on a drive to the baseline. Shot up against Millard and Duncan. It's no good. Warriors commit a foul. It's on Jace Duncan, his fourth. In the shooting motion, so number 30, Trevor Yaley, the senior forward, 6'2", going to the line for a couple. 5:42 to go here in the fourth, 44-30 Danville. First free throw was good by Yaley. Danville 2 of 2 in the quarter. Trevor Yaley has 3 on the night, 45-30 now. Danville 6 of 10 from the line. That one's short. Rebound gathered in by Brandon Taylor way over there on the far side. 1 for 2 on that trip for Yaley. All the way over to Kinnick Miller. A deep three on the right wing. Could have had it taken a dribble or two in if he wanted. Rebound in the lane, Brandon Taylor. His shot up, no good. A rebound, Hewlett and Danville over to Leighton Rice. Danville up 15 with 5:23 to go, 45-30. We're in the fourth quarter. Mason with it on the right wing against Will Coral. Looking to go in the post to Holtkamp. Not there. Top of the key, Rice, left side, Yaley over in the corner to Hewlett. Screen right from Holtkamp. Hewlett will take it into the lane and shoot a lefty 10-footer, we'll call it. Short. A rebound to Brandon Taylor for the Warriors. Taylor to the top of the key. Left side, Jace Duncan will take it to the right elbow. A drive, a jump stop, turnaround spin. Shot up. It's blocked by Hewlett, but they get him with a foul. Connor Hewlett gets his fourth. Jace Duncan going to go to the line for 2 shots for the Warriors. Substitution Walker coming for Danville. Simmons looks like he's ready to check back in for the Warriors. We're under 5 minutes to go now here in the fourth quarter. 45-30, Danville up 15. Duncan's first is short. Warriors 0 for 1 in the quarter, just 4 of 11 in the game from the line. Walker does come in for Hewlett. Simmons does come in for Leffler. Jace Duncan, ball in hand. Second free throw attempt on the way. That one's off the rim and backboard, no good. Rebound Walker. 0 for 2 on that trip for Duncan. They get it over to Rice. He'll walk it across the timeline. Right side, 28 on the shot clock. A screen right from Yaley. He'll pick up his dribble on the right wing. Back to Walker. Between the circles, he'll swing it around to Yaley and Mason on a drive along two-pointer out of the left corner. 15-footer left it short. Foul on the rebound against Danville. It's on 30, Yaley, his second. team second in the quarter. The Warriors with 3 team fouls here in the fourth with 4:38 remaining. Backcourt inbounds, Millard to Coral, back to Millard. Kinnick on the right wing against Holtkamp, trying to drive baseline. Spin move into the lane, fall away 8-footer is good for Kinnick Millard. Nice move there. He's got 12 on the night, 45-32. Rice against Brandon Taylor behind the back. Between the circles, a little bit to the right. Now in the middle of the court, back to the right side out high. Walker over to Mason. He was hot in the first half, hasn't done too much offensively here in the second. In the lane, free throw line, Rice. Kick out Yaley. Holtkamp on the baseline into a cutting Walker down the middle of the lane. Right-handed layup is no good. Rebound Kinnick Millard for Van Buren County. Mason had 11 in the first half, only 4 in the second. Right to left across the key to Millard. Long three is short. Rebound along the baseline to Mason. That's Dylan Mason. He'll get it to Leighton Rice. Over to Walker. That's Yaley left side for Danville. A screen right from Holtkamp to the free throw line and a kick to Rice with 20 on the timer. Brandon Taylor bothering Rice, picked up his dribble. Goes out high right side to Walker against Simmons, to Holtkamp against Duncan, who's got 4 in the post. Back to Yaley. Into Holtkamp. Tipped out of bounds by the Warriors. The shot clock should not have reset there. I don't know why it reset. It's 7 on the timer. Why do they have a fresh 35? That's not right. They get it into Fadenhauer and he banked it in. It doesn't matter, but it shouldn't have reset. That shot did not draw iron. 47-32. 3:15 to go in the fourth. Will Coral between the circles, going to the left against Fadenhauer. Back to Duncan, who will come his way. Top of the key for Jace. A handoff to Kinnick Miller to the free throw line. 16-footer for Kinnick. He's fouled. It's off the rim. No good, but he's going to go to the line for 2. Fadenhauer on the foul. His first team's... I think each team with 3 team fouls here in the fourth quarter with 3:01 remaining. 15-point lead for Danville, 47-32. Millard, first is good. Warriors 1 of 3 in the quarter. Landry Leffler into the game for Caden Simmons. Miller leading the way tonight. He's got 13. Coral next with 8. Kinnick second. Back rimmed it no good. Rebound Mason. 1 for 2 on that trip for Kinnick Millard. 14-point lead at 47-33. 2:56 to go in the fourth. Rice down the left side of the lane. He's going to back it out against Brandon Taylor. Warriors in a man-to-man. Fadenhauer between the circles. He'll go right, get it tipped behind by Kinnick Millard into the hands of Jace Duncan, and they're going to Danville going to commit a foul against the Warriors in the backcourt. So a turnover on Danville, their 8th of the night. Fadenhauer gets the foul, his second, team 4th in the quarter. 1 more. Van Buren County would be in the bonus, put the Danville in the penalty on the next foul. Coral to the right elbow. A kick to Millard in the corner. Kinnick dancing, a drive and a kick to the corner for Coral. Who's it off of? Going to say it's off of Will. Turnover Van Buren County. And a full timeout coming from head coach Nathan Schellman and the Warriors. They've got 1 left. 2:34 to go here in the fourth. Danville up 14, 47-33. 60-second break. Come on back for more Warrior Boys basketball action right here on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and our Board of Education has been engaged in important work for our district, and we're looking forward to unveiling our roadmap to Van Buren County facilities sometime this winter. We've been developing goals and a strategic plan for facility improvements that will help us maximize our current educational centers while helping us continue to be efficient with our resources and ensure that our students and staff have a great place to learn and work. The Board of Education has had several work sessions over the past year, and we are so thankful for their dedication to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
Back with you here from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, Keosauqua, Iowa. Danville with it in the backcourt. They've got a 14-point lead at 47-33 with 2:34 left to go here in the fourth. Warriors have done a better job. They gave up 68 the first time around against Danville. Only 47 so far here tonight with 2.5 left. They've scored 5 more points than they did last time. Here's Rice on a drive down the lane, a dish to Fadenauer. Little righty push shot from the left side is good. He banked it in. Fadenauer has got 8. It's 49-33. Brandon Taylor right of the key. Over to Jace Duncan. Drive to the elbow. Gets it tipped by Fadenauer, who's it's out of bounds off the Warriors. Another turnover. Van Buren County's 13th. The bad news is the Warriors lost by 40 the first time around. So being down just 16 might not sound like a great thing, but it's a better effort, not the result that you want, though. Duncan and Leffler out, Simmons and Jake Reed in. Simmons tipped the inbounds out of bounds. It'll stay with Danville with 2:10 to go in the backcourt. Mason on the baseline, the left side in the backcourt against Will Coral. Warriors with man pressure here, it looks like. Mason gets it into Yaley. Yaley's going to bring it up. Cross, now left side Mason. Between the circles out high for Leighton Rice. A screen left from Fadenauer. He'll go that way. Now back right side. Walker. Drive to the free throw line. Jump stop and a kick. Nope. Foul on the drive on the Warriors. Fouls on 20. Brandon Taylor is third, all in the second half. Minute 55 to go in the fourth. 49-33. A 16-point lead for Danville. Leighton Rice on the baseline left side. He'll trigger it. Warriors in a man-to-man defense. Here comes Mason on a cut. He doesn't give it to him. Out high, Yaley on the inbounds. Mason left wing in the corner to Leighton Rice. Now Walker between the circles, right side Mason. Over to Yaley. Back to Rice, who came and got it. Across the key left side, Walker on a drive and a kick. Nope, he's fouled on the drive. Whistle stops play. Fouls on number 12, Simmons, I believe. Caden going to get his 4th. And Warriors in the penalty now, so Danville into the bonus with a minute 42 to go here in this one. Number 22, Graylin Walker to the line for a couple shots. First on the way is good. Danville's 3 of 4 from the line in the corner. Walker has 2. Will Coral, Brandon Taylor checking out for Creed Kite, and number 24 is Colt Barber, junior guard at 5'11", into the game for the Warriors. Walker, his second, that one rimmed out. Rebound, Jake Reed. 1 of 2 on that trip for Walker. Over to Kinnick Millard to the right wing against Mason. Back to Creed Kite. Jake Reed, right of the key. Simmons, left of the key, now top of the key for Caden. Picked up his dribble, looking for help. Back to Millard, threw it too hard. Kinnick couldn't handle it. Into the hands of Dylan Mason. Turnover Warriors. Fadenauer back to Rice. A minute 20 to go. 17-point lead for Danville, 50-33, and wholesale substitutions coming for the Bears. Rice, a handoff to Yaley. Over to Mason on the right side to the elbow against Reed. A drive and a kick to Rice. A fake and drive a baseline. He'll kick it out to Mason. 17 on the timer. Into the lane. Step through. And a little layup good for number 2, Dylan Mason. We got a substitution timeout coming. Mason's night is done. He'll leave with 17. It's 52-33. Wholesale substitutions for Danville. Good luck trying to learn these 5 players, Shan, in about a minute and 2. Inbounds in the backcourt. Here comes Kinnick Millard. I didn't even get the numbers right. Jake Reed with it, top of the key. I don't even have these guys on my roster. They're all JV players. Jake Reed, fake to 3, back to Duncan, back to Reed, trying to get him to score. A 3-pointer left of the key. Missed it badly to the left. Rebound loose over there into the hands of Danville. Up the right side. Number 11, that's Christopher Garcia. 3-pointer top of the key for number 13. He'll nail it. No number on that. He's on the board with 3 points. It's 55-33, 28 seconds to go. Duncan to Reed, trying to give him a screen. Jake Reed trying to get him in the scoring column underneath Simmons. He'll turn and put one up against number 13 from Danville and score. Nice pass. Kinnick Millard another 2. He's got 15 to lead the Warriors. 55-35, a 20-point lead for Danville with 10 seconds left in this one. Drive into the paint and a kick. A steal, Kinnick Millard, and a foul coming on Danville. But it's all, this one's been over for a little while. Just elementary running out the clock here. That's a 20-point lead for the Bears, 55-35. So the Warriors, they're not going to lose by 40. They gave up about 13 less so far, and they've scored 7 more. But when you lose by 40, you add both of those things together, it still adds up to a 20-point loss, I guess, if that's the way you want to look at it. An improvement, but not a victory. Millard at the line. Free throw for Kinnick is good. Warriors 2 of 5 from the line in the fourth quarter. Millard has 16 to lead the way. 6 for 15 on the game of the Warriors. 7 for 16 now. Millard 2 for 2 on that trip. He's got 16 or 17. 55-37 inbounds Danville in the backcourt, and they're just going to dribble it out. So it's a final now. The Danville Bears 55, the Van Buren County Warriors 37. In that fourth quarter, 14 points for Danville. They score 14 in the second, third, and fourth. They had 13 in the first. In the fourth quarter for the Warriors, 10 points for Van Buren County. So that'll take us to the post-game show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. I need a 3-minute break to add up some statistics. So after that, we'll come back here and talk about the boys' game tonight. Warriors lose it to the Danville Bears by a score of 55-37. Back with you for the post-game show in 3 minutes. You're tuned in to Warrior Boys Basketball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Need help with your next home project? Look no further than Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. We're your small town service and big city selection. From kitchen and bath showrooms to complete do-it-yourself solutions, we've got you covered. Let us do it for you. We offer free in-home estimates, free delivery, and flexible financing options. Our team of professionals represents the top brands in cabinetry and countertops. Day or evening appointments are available because customer service is our #1 priority. Visit our showroom today and discover why Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua is your home improvement headquarters.
It's never too early to start saving for next Christmas. With a Christmas Club account from Pilot Grove Savings Bank, you can set aside a little each week and have holiday cash ready without the stress. Stop in at any of our 17 locations today to open a Christmas Club account and make next year's holiday season merry and budget friendly. To learn more, visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. This is Dale and Dick with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and our Board of Education has been engaged in important work for our district, and we're looking forward to unveiling our roadmap to Van Buren County facilities sometime this winter. We've been developing goals and a strategic plan for facility improvements that will help us maximize our current educational centers while helping us continue to be efficient with our resources and ensure that our students and staff have a great place to learn and work. The Board of Education has had several work sessions over the past year, and we are so thankful for their dedication to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and our Board of Education has been engaged in important work for our district, and we're looking forward to unveiling our roadmap to Van Buren County facilities sometime this winter. We've been developing goals and a strategic plan for facility improvements that will help us maximize our current educational centers while helping us continue to be efficient with our resources and ensure that our students and staff have a great place to learn and work. The Board of Education has had several work sessions over the past year, and we are so thankful for their dedication to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
All right, back with you here, Tomo Radio Broadcast Booth, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, for the boys edition of the postgame show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. We can do a quick fourth quarter recap brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. In that fourth quarter, 5 turnovers for the Warriors, 3 of them for the Bears. 7 rebounds for Van Buren County in the fourth quarter, 6 of them for Danville. The Warriors were 3 of 6 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Danville was 3 of 5. We can do a complete game recap now, brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. For the game, on the team side of things, Van Buren County with 14 turnovers, Danville with 9. Danville wins the rebounding battle 34-32, fairly even there. From the free throw line, the Warriors 7 of 16 there on the night, under 50%. Danville was 7 of 13, just a little bit over 50%. The Bears led it after one, 13-5, an 8-point lead. They outscored the Warriors by 3, 14-11 in the second quarter to lead it by 11, 27-16 at the half. Once again, 14-11 in favor of Danville in the third quarter to lead it by 14, 41-27. And they outscore the Warriors 14-10 in that fourth quarter to improve on that 14-point lead. They win it by 18, 55-37. Individual stats. In the scoring column for Danville, 8 players scored, one of them in double figures. They were led by Dylan Mason with 17. Ty Frazier had 5. Graylin Walker with 2. Connor Hewlett with 10. So they had 2 in double figures, excuse me. Leighton Rice with 6. Trevor Yaley with 3. Alex Fadenauer with 8. And number 13, I'm going to credit you with a three-pointer. I'm not sure your name, but you weren't on my roster, JV player. He canned a 3 after he came into the game in garbage time. That's the scoring for the Bears. For the Warriors, 5 in the scoring column, just 1 in double figures, led by Kinnick Millard with 17. Will Coral had 8. Jace Duncan with 4. Landry Leffler with 3. Brandon Taylor with 4 on a senior night here from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Player of the game for the Warriors, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, the Balloonfield, and the surrounding areas. Player of the game tonight is Kinnick Millard with 17 points to lead the Warrior offense. That's a look at tonight's game statistics from the boys' game. We will take one more 60-second break, then come back and recap this broadcast and start to close things down. You're tuned in to Warrior Basketball, back with you in 60 seconds right here to finish things up on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need help with your next home project? Look no further than Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. We're your small town service and big city selection. From kitchen and bath showrooms to complete do-it-yourself solutions, we've got you covered. Let us do it for you. We offer free in-home estimates, free delivery, and flexible financing options. Our team of professionals represents the top brands in cabinetry and countertops. Day or evening appointments are available because customer service is our number one priority. Visit our showroom today and discover why Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua is your home improvement headquarters.
All right, we're back with you for a final time here from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth of Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. As we start to close this broadcast down, I'd like to thank board operators Kyle Smith, Connor Davis, with us back at the studio inside the station in Ottumwa tonight, pressing all the right buttons, make this thing run smoothly for everybody. Big thanks, guys, for hanging with us and helping us pull this broadcast off. As I always do here in the post-game show, I'd like to thank all of our listeners and viewers. We had a couple of ways for you to join the broadcast tonight. We were on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. We were also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you chose one of those two ways to make this broadcast on this cold Friday evening, January 23rd, 2026, part of your night, big thanks for doing so. We couldn't do it without you. If you're on your way home, got the post-game show tuned in right now, hey, big thanks for tuning in. Please drive safely. And Sonny and I, we will do the same. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here in the post-game show as well. Boys Post-Game Show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Let's run through that sponsor list for you one more time. The Van Buren County Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, Smithburg Automotive, Dowd's Quick Stop, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, the Van Buren County Hospital, Wells Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you are a consumer in the area, need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're the biggest reason why these broadcasts can be heard on the air at 92.7 KTWA, also viewed through the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports but would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at AtomoRadio.com. She would be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some sponsorship, feel even better, or advertising, I should say, and feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at AtomoRadio.com. Totals and finals for you one more time tonight. Let's start with the girls' game. Danville defeats the Van Buren County Warrior girls by a score of 44-38. The Danville girls were led by Olivia Bauer with 13. Brinley Wenig had 11. Warrior girls were led by Sophia Urach with 12. Adeline Snogren with 11. Co-players of the game were the seniors tonight, Sophia Urach and Marley Mertens. After the girls' action was complete, Danville improves to 10-5 on the year, 4-3 on the road, 8-4 in the conference. They're in action tomorrow, Saturday, January 24th, at West Central Illinois. 4:30 p.m. tip there for the girls. The Warrior girls fall to 11-7 on the year, 5-3 at home, 8-5 in the conference. That was a tough loss in the conference. Going to be hard for them to get into second place now. We're probably looking at somewhere between third and fifth if they finish out the end of the regular season strong. Next action for the Warrior girls is a week from tonight, Friday, January 30th. Hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer. We go to Central Lee to face the Hawks. A 6 p.m. tip there for the Warrior girls. Turning to the boys' game. Danville boys win it 55-37 over the Van Buren County Warriors. Danville Bears led by Dylan Mason with 17. Connor Hewlett had 10. The Warriors were led by Kinnick Millard with 17. Will Coral chipped in with 8. Kinnick Millard was my player of the game there. Brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. After the game tonight, the boys' game, Danville improves to 8-8 on the year. They're 500. They're 3-5 on the road, 4-8 in the conference. They're in action tomorrow after their girls' game, Saturday, January 24th at West Central Illinois. 6 p.m. tip there for the boys. The Warrior boys fall to 5-13 on the year, 1-7 at home, 1-12 in the conference. They will follow the girls next Friday, January 30th at Central Lee. 7:30 p.m. tip there for the boys. And that will be our next broadcast. And I'll be over there from Donaldson, Iowa, Central Lee High School, 5:40 pregame for a 6 p.m. girls tip. Doubleheader action for you in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division next Friday, January 30th. So that's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of our board operators, Kyle Smith, Connor Davis, back with us in the studio tonight. My camera operator, on-site producer, Miss Sonia Love Smith. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. We will all wish you a very pleasant rest of your Friday evening and say so long to you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa, where both the Warrior girls and boys fall tonight to the Danville Bears. We'll talk to you next Friday, 5:40 pregame for a 6 p.m. girls tip. The Warriors on the road for doubleheader action in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference to finish out conference play. We'll be over there, Donaldson, Iowa, at Central Lee for a doubleheader against the Central Lee Hawks. So until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Basketball. We were on the air tonight at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. We were also streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. From Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua,